Hello, Namaste everyone. My name is Anjali Panchal and I am a student of IIT MBS just like you. If you are seeing my face for the very first time, consider subscribing because I make videos that make your BS degree easy and enjoyable. So guys, you all might be aware about the recently launched BSc degree by IIT Guwahati. So, in today's episode of our Educast series, we have Ankit Singh with us. He is a student of this online BSc degree by IIT Guwahati. And in today's episode, we'll be asking him each and everything about this degree. From fee structure to scholarships, from online lectures to offline meetups, from qualifier exam to student email ID, the campus access, and each and every perk they are getting. But an insider info. Do you know his first choice was IITM BS degree? But why did he choose the Guwahati degree instead? Let's find out in today's episode of our Educast series. Hello Ankit, welcome to our Educast series. So,
Thank you, Anjali.
yes, so can you please introduce yourself and share a bit about your journey?
Okay, so this is me, Ankit Singh, the student of IIT Guwahati, currently pursuing BSc in Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. The last year I have passed my 12th grade, and now I'm currently doing this degree. So that's all the brief about me.
Okay. So, Ankit, as you mentioned in your intro, you are pursuing the online degree of the BSc degree of IIT Guwahati. So,
Okay,
what was your motivation behind that? Why did you choose it?
so the motivation I would say the flexibility of this course regarding the time constraint that I have. But apart from this, this degree also provides to the community, okay, the where the diverse range of peoples are enrolled into this program. Uh, Also, one of the thing is the college that IIT Guwahati, and yeah, that's all the motivation that I have.
Okay, so we are currently having a lot of BSc degrees, the majorly the online BSc degrees like we do have in
Okay,
IIT Madras. So why did you choose only IIT Guwahati and not any other degree?
so this is a strange thing. Uh, uh, Firstly, I knew about the IIT Madras program. Uh, the IIT Guwahati program was I was unaware of this. There is a tutor of maths on YouTube whose video I used to watch a lot in my 11th and 12th grade. So when I was in 12th grade, in the last semester, so one day he came up with a video regarding IIT Madras program, which I saw, and from there onwards, I just made my mind to go into this program. But the time I just get myself convinced about doing this program, and I just shared this thing with my parents. By the time the registration deadline of the IIT Madras program has reached, and now I was left only with the IIT Guwahati's program. So that's why I chose the IIT Guwahati.
Okay. So, can you please walk us through like what is the admission process of this online IIT degree?
So the entire process, or starting from the admission.
No, the admission process only.
So the registration. So firstly, we just start from the registration process. There we just do the registration. The IT Guwahati, via email, they just share the module of the 4 weeks duration,
Okay.
in which we have to just for the preparation part, for
Mm-hmm.
doing the preparation of the qualifier test, they
Hmm.
just provide you 4 weeks duration of module material.
Okay.
Okay, so we just I just prepare through that module material for the qualifier test, and they just gave the date for the qualifier test, and I just given the qualifier test, and that's how I got selected. And after that, they provided me with the admission letter and the acceptance letter,
Okay.
in which it was mentioned a link for the admission payment.
Mm-hmm.
So during the deadline, within the deadline, I just filled the admission fees, and I got the admission, and the session started.
Okay, so you mentioned you get the modules for 4 weeks before the qualifier.
Okay.
So, do you get week wise or do you get all of them in one email only?
All of them, they just provided the 4 weeks module
Okay.
directly,
Oh,
not just 1 weeks and after weeks.
so what are the subjects for the qualifier?
So it was mainly 11th and 12th grade pure maths
Mhm.
that we just learned whatever the maths that we learned in the 11th and 12th grade. It was all it.
Okay, so you only have maths as qualifier subject or English,
Yes.
like in the qualifier
Okay. Yeah.
phase.
Of course, there was English also, and
Mhm.
the pure math. The major it was maths
Hmm.
and some English also.
No other subjects were there for qualifier,
No.
only English and maths.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ankit, what is the eligibility for this degree?
So the eligibility is you must have 12th passed.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the main eligibility, and apart from this, there is no age criteria and so on. Anyone from any field can join this degree.
Okay.
So
So is it compulsory that you need to have like maths and science in your class 12th or any like art students can also join this degree?
arts students can also join this degree.
Okay.
So it's not like maths is mandatory.
Okay. So do you guys have like terms or the semester? Like 4 month in a term or like 6 months in a semester? What is the criteria?
So this course is of 4 years, and in which it is not distributed semester wise. It is distributed as a trimester wise.
Okay.
Each year we have trimester, and a total of the entire 4 years we have the 12 trimesters. So and this is how the trimester is distributed. So we don't have semesters; we have trimesters.
This is same like we have in our IITM degree, the online
Yeah.
BSc degree. So,
Okay.
what are your subjects for like the first year, the second year, and then third year, so on?
So we have the subjects distributed as per the credit wise. Every trimester, with the start of the trimester, we have to choose the courses, and the courses is basically related with the maths. The subject is maths. The subject related to data,
Okay.
the subject related to programmings, and the subject related to the English. So
Okay.
this is a major things in which the subjects are distributed.
Okay. So, can you like name any 2 or 3 subjects that are covered in the first year or the first semester?
Okay, so the we had the programming. We have the fundamental in mathematics required for the AI. We have the data related introduction to data. We had the computer tools and systems. So these were the subjects.
Okay. So, Ankit, how are the lectures? Are they pre-recorded or are they live sessions?
So we have both. We have mix of pre-recorded videos, lectures, and the live sessions. So there we have the both mix of.
Okay, so one thing I forgot to ask you for the qualifier thing. So you mentioned you guys
Okay.
get 4 weeks of the content for qualifier.
Okay.
So do you guys get any weekly assignments as well in the qualifier
Yes, we
phase?
no, we don't get any graded assignments during that time.
Okay.
We are just given with the whatever the materials they provide,
Mm-hmm.
and that is basically for the preparation of the qualifier test, not required to just do something with the assignments.
Okay. So you said the lectures are pre-recorded and there are live sessions as well. So
Yeah.
how do you think what is the quality of the teaching and the course content?
So the course content is the updated, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it is of relevant for today's age,
Mm-hmm.
and the professors are also good. Their teaching style is also very of the high level. They just know the concepts very in depth, and yeah, this is our starting. So we don't have. So yeah,
So
everything is good.
okay, so like in our diploma level, basically you can say the second year of our degree, we
Okay.
have to do 4 projects. So do you guys
Okay.
also do some like hands-on project or some projects?
So unfortunately, I'm in first year. So
Okay.
and this is our second trimester.
Okay.
So I don't have much idea about the projects,
Mm-hmm.
but later on we would shortly be given with the projects.
So are you from the first batch of this degree?
Yeah, no, I am the second batch. We are the second batch.
Okay.
The first batch was of 2023, and
Okay.
that is cohort one, and we are the cohort two.
Okay. So the qualifier is held once a year only.
Yes, it holds once a year, but two times. So if anyone is not qualifying for the first attempt,
Mm-hmm.
so he or she will be given the second attempt.
Okay.
So
So no fresh
within
applications for the reattempt qualifier.
yeah, fresh application is required. So
Okay.
we have so the for the qualifier test, it
Mm-hmm.
is the fees is 2000. So
Okay.
after the registration, you have done with the registration.
Mm-hmm.
uh, when you are given with the material for the uh, qualifier test,
Mm-hmm.
you just prepare for the qualifier test, and the IT Guwahati sends you via email the for submitting that 2000 rupees for the qualifier test,
Mm-hmm.
which you pay, and then you got your date for that qualifier test. You just do give the qualifier test, and if you are selected in that qualifier test,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, after that you will get the for the further process of admission, the admission letter and the acceptance letter. And if you are not getting qualified in that attempt, in the
Mm-hmm.
first attempt, so you have to again pay 2000 rupees for the next attempt. So
Okay.
that and it's not so much of a difference in the period of first and second attempt. So within, I would say, uh, 3 4 weeks you are given with the second attempt.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to give again 2000 rupees
Mm.
for the second attempt, so that if you are getting selected in the second attempt, then you are forwarded with the same process.
Okay. So suppose one student clears the qualifier in the first attempt only, and there
Okay.
is a second student who clears the qualifier in second attempt.
Okay.
So the second one who qualified in the like reattempt, so
Okay.
would he or she be backing off with lacking off with something like the first batch students, like the one who cleared in the first go, will they be
Okay.
going ahead with something extra? or something
So,
like that?
okay. As I mentioned, ki there is not so much difference in the time of
Mm-hmm.
first and the second attempt. So, no one lags behind.
Okay.
So, the process of admission, okay,
Mm-hmm.
the process of admission is the same at the same time, okay, for
Mm-hmm.
happens at the same time for the both the qualifications. First they just take both the attempts, they just select the students and then they starts the admission process.
Okay.
So there is two attempts for giving the tests, and the admission process
Mm-hmm.
starts and happens at the same time for both the students who got selected in first and second attempt.
Got it, got it. So you said there are live sessions as well. So how do you guys interact with your teachers or your, peers? Like,
So,
is there any like Q&A type of thing that goes on in the live sessions?
yeah. So you said right that we have in the live sessions we have mainly of Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
So we have uh, so if the week starts, we are given with the recorded videos, okay, of entire week, for the entire week, in which it is a material where we just learn everything, that is a pre-recorded videos. And after that, within that week, there is a one day dedicated for that subject, uh,
Okay.
in which the our professors takes the live sessions, which is mainly dedicated for our doubts, where we just do Q&A, we just interact with our professors. So that's how it is.
Okay. So what is the frequency? Like, are these live session held weekly or like once in a month?
No, the live sessions have held weekly,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
once a week for each subjects.
So this is an online degree, right?
Yeah.
So how do you like feel connected to your community?
So we have lots of sources where we are connected with our peers, and we have the Slack community, which IIT Guwahati has officially made for us.
Okay.
Uh, we are also connected through lots of social channels, as you uh, we have the lots of groups where we are connected.
Mm-hmm.
We are individually also connected,
Mm-hmm.
and we have the we can just we are we have the connection with in the Q&A sessions also. So there we just puts our feedback with each
Mm-hmm.
other, with the professor, with among us also.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we are. Yes, we are connected. We always feel connected with the entire batch.
Okay, so I would like to ask you, how are your exams conducted? Are they like online proctored exams, or do you guys give like us to, you have to visit the center and give the exam?
So we don't have such thing like you guys.
Okay.
We have only proctored tests that we just give
Mm-hmm.
at the fixed day of the week. So we don't have such offline center type thing.
Okay.
We have the our proctor test where we with our own comfort we just gave the tests.
Okay. So you have to book the slot for the exam, or they are allotted to you like randomly?
So for the weekly tests, or you are asking for the qualifier test?
No, no. For you can tell for both. Like qualifier will be, I think, held offline only, according to me. Or is
Mm,
it also online?
it was also online,
Okay, okay,
so it is also proctoring,
okay.
and the tests that we gave
Mhm.
weekly are also proctored online tests. So there is no such type of campus or the offline centers
Okay. So
type thing.
I was asking, do you guys need to like book the slot for the exam? Like, I am available on this and this date, so, or are, they are given to you, like, this is the day and this is the time you have to be present there.
Okay, so we don't have to book the slots, but
Hmm.
they have given us the time
Okay.
and date, fixed date and time. But we have given with the two dates and times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with our own comfort, we can appear to one of them.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is how they have fixed the thing.
Got it. And what about the assignments? Like, how are they, given to you and how are they evaluated?
So we are given with two types of assignments.
Mm-hmm.
So both are graded assignment, but the way it is we give the tests
Hmm.
is different. So one we have the proctored tests that is also graded, and
Okay.
one is also there is a non-proctored test
Hmm.
that is also graded, but in the non-proctor test, it is like we just open the portal and site, and we just do the assignments
Hmm.
in the entire week. Of that entire week, at any time
Hmm.
we can just do that assignment. But for the proctored graded assignments, we have given with a fixed date and time, day and time, in which we just do that, give the tests, and that's how it is proctored. It is proctored. It is evaluated by our professors,
Okay.
and then they just evaluate and give our grades.
Okay. So, like you have the trimester system, like we guys have. So, we
Yeah.
basically have 4 months in a term, like you guys have. So, we have three exams, two quiz, and one end term. So, what do you guys have? How many exams do you have in a term?
So, in a term, in a trimester, we have a fixed duration, that this is a duration that in which we will be done with that course.
Mm-hmm.
So, trimester consists of 4 months,
Hmm.
in which I would say 3 months we are 3.5 months we just go through the courses, and after that we have it is like s- s-
Exams,
yeah, no, it not exams,
term break.
during it, no, yeah, term break.
Mm-hmm.
So it is of term break, and while doing the course and while learning the course, we in the parallelly we just execute the graded assignments and whatever the proctor tests and non-proctor tests. So it is not like after the end of this trimester we do the test.
Okay.
Simultaneously, we just gave the tests,
So you
and
don't have
that's how.
fixed number of tests. You guys have
No,
to give the test in the entire
every
term.
week, yeah. With alternate weeks,
Okay.
we are given. We have to do the and non-proctor tests
Mhm.
and proctor tests. That is basically alternate weeks wise.
Okay.
So if this week we are doing the non-proctor test of
Mhm.
that specific subjects, another week we will be given with the proctor tests, and that's how it goes on.
Okay. So Ankit, when your term starts, so like, do you guys have to choose a specified number of courses, or are you guys free to choose like two or one or three or four courses according to you?
Okay,
Mhm.
so we have the flexibility in this while selection of our subjects. So in each trimesters, we are given with four subjects.
Okay.
There is a criteria of choosing between those four subjects. Among those four subjects, the maximum we can opt is four subjects, and the minimum we can opt is one subject, and there is a criteria of not choosing the subjects also.
Okay.
So for that, you have to pay the continuation fees,
Mm-hmm.
and the four subjects is the maximum you can choose, and one subject is the minimum you can choose, and also you can not choose. That
Mm.
is how the continuation fees charges by the IIT Guwahati.
So this is
So
like
that's
same as we have the RKA fees, that is I think around 1100 rupees for a single term. The continuation fees
okay.
you are talking about, we have RKA
Okay.
fees. Yes, and
Okay.
we also have the flexibility to choose between either one or four. We can also choose maximum of four subjects only, and minimum is
Okay.
not choosing anything.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So our
okay.
courses is also inspired by your
Uh,
uh,
I can
college.
I can
So
see that. Okay, so
yeah.
I would like to ask you, like, so what are the things that you guys receive? Like, we have our personalized email IDs, we have ID cards, and we have our dashboards, roll numbers as well. So, what do you guys have, like, among all of these things?
So we are just the online student, but we have all the things that you mentioned.
Okay,
We have our own ID card, official IIT Guwahati ID card. We have the official IIT Guwahati's roll number.
okay.
We have the mail IDs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that mail ID is very useful. It can access the GitHub profile for you cannot have to take the subscription for by yourself. Using that email ID you can access it. uh, we have we have the subscription of Microsoft 365 with that email ID.
Okay.
So yeah, we have these things
So you guys have
provided by
lot
IIT.
of perks for with your student email ID.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
are there any other perks like you can access the library or you can have any academic tools for free or for some discount like that?
uh, the library is like you all can assume that library is not possible
Mm-hmm.
for accessing if we are allowed also. So we are not allowed with these things,
Oh.
so which are not accessibly possible offline.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
So you guys don't have, the chance to visit the IIT Guwahati campus, or do you guys have?
yes. Okay, okay. So yes, we have the chance to visit the IIT Guwahati campus.
Mm.
Uh, recently in the last week of December, are we gathered. I was not there,
Okay.
but my friends and they just IIT Guwahati organized an AI confluence there for a week where we all gathered. So that is how like the it is called campus immersion program.
Okay.
So
Okay.
uh, IIT Guwahati will decide a time where they invites all of us to visit the campus. There we just once a lot, and
So,
this is how the campus visits. This is how we do the campus visits.
okay. So this campus visit, is it like a yearly thing or monthly, or like what is the frequency that this is held?
So, as officially mentioned, it is for the entire duration of 4 years. It is of 4 weeks for entire duration of 4 years. So, there is a 4 week campus immersion program
It will be
that is
held
meant.
once only in 4 years.
No, no, no. It is divided during entire 4 years.
Oh,
So, there is a 4 weeks divided entirely for the 4 years,
got it.
and we are not given with the time when it will held, but the IIT Guwahatis they just organize,
Mm.
and so this is the official duration that they provided, but in the orientation or some when the trimester starts, they this time when last this trimester started, our professor said ki we'll just invite you within this year also. So last December we are invited, and they said ki we will invite you within this year one more time. So so officially mentioned it is a 4 weeks campus immersion program, but yeah, there will also be flexibility in that.
Okay, so when you visit the campus, are there only the study related things going on, or do you guys have fun, like fun events or gatherings as well?
Okay, so it is a mix of both things. So when so I was not there at the AI conference, which was held at the last week of December. I was not there, but my friends who visited the campus, they shared a lot of things where they were doing the workshops at the auditorium building, and it was mix of both things, the cultural programs and fun things, and just they organized very well. The professor our college organized for very well for us, in which is of mix of cultural things, workshops, the thing emerging in the AI field also related to our course, uh, all types of fun activities and mixed of all things were there.
Okay, so this is this AI conference, as far as I can understand, this is for the online students.
Yeah.
But the students that are doing the degrees in like the offline degrees from IIT Guwahati, they also have some kind of festivals, like fests in a year. Like if I say the offline
Okay.
students at IIT Madras, they have Sarang.
Okay.
Okay, so we, the students that are doing this online degree, we also get a chance to visit Sarang. So, do you guys,
Okay.
the online students of IIT Guwahati, do you guys also get chance to visit the offline fests, like fest for the offline students?
So, like your annual fests, we also have our own annual fest of our college, which is called El Garinga. And basically, we are not, it was held last week. The official IIT Guwahati El Garinga held it last week. You can go through it.
Okay.
Uh, but in that Alcaringa, we were not invited officially by our college, but we are allowed to participate into that.
Okay.
If we wanted to participate, if
Mm-hmm.
someone is talented enough to just contribute in that cultural program or lots of things, there stuff, sports and lot of things happens. So if someone wanted to participate, they are allowed to participate. It is, but we are not officially invited for
Okay.
visiting that annual fest.
But you guys can go and enjoy the fest, access
Yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah. Two or three of my friends were there at this Alcaringa.
Okay.
They
So,
participated in the sports.
okay. So, Ankit, coming back to the interaction thing, I would like to ask you, are there any societies or clubs among your online degree?
So we have the societies and clubs,
Mm-hmm.
not that type of society which are officially accessible, but like coding club
Mm-hmm.
we are the part of coding club. So so the societies and clubs which are official, the accessibly which are online accessibly possible,
Mm-hmm.
so we are the part of that. But if you ask that all sorts of type and societies, like, so we are not the part of that. So
So,
that's how.
can you mention any activity that was recently conducted by any of the societies or clubs?
So yeah, we officially IIT Guwahati has organized the Udgam
Okay.
for the eCell Summit. That it is a annual summit of entrepreneurship
Mm-hmm.
that was held at college, but we were not invited. As you can assume that it is offline, so it's not possible for us guys to do that. But yeah, this is how the it is.
Okay, so according to you, how is this program, seen in the job market? Like this is obviously an online degree, and as compared to a traditional offline degree, so how do you think this is, perceived in the job market?
So, as we all know, who are related with the uh, tech field or who have the knowledge of the tech field, they know the hype in the AI market, or that is of justifiable hype that AI is coming
Mm-hmm.
at every end of uh, at every sort of field type of field. So yeah, there is a lot of demand that is going to be rise in the future, and currently it is rising. So that's the reason why I choose this also, and so yeah, it is in demand.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you guys, like have a chance to do the internship, or like, let me ask you straight, what is the placement support given to you guys?
So the placement is like we have to put efforts from our ends. So this is a truth. So, but we are. So I would just clear this thing. So the it is officially mentioned while I was going through the program. While I knew that program.
Hmm.
So they will not provide any placement assistance
Oh.
like offline students get.
Mm-hmm.
But during the orientation program, our director, IIT Guwahati's director, he just told ki with they would just start to inform the industries and the companies regarding our batch that is related to data science and AI.
Oh.
They would start to inform those companies. So this is how they told regarding this. So
Okay.
we are not officially the student, like we will get the placement assistant
Mm-hmm.
like online offline students get. So this is how the it is.
Okay. So, what is the fee structure? Like, how do you guys pay for the fees while the trimester is about to start, while the term is about to start, basically?
Okay. So when the terms is about to start,
Mm-hmm.
uh, we have to choose the subjects. We are given with the subjects that we have to choose. Each subjects has have their dedicated credit wise uh, on which the fees is decided.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say a subject has a 4 credits,
Hmm.
it will cost you 4,000 rupees. It if the credit has if the certain subjects has 8 credits, it would cost you 8,000 rupees. So 1 credit is equals to 1,000.
Okay.
So this is how every subjects has their own credit wise fees
Mm-hmm.
that is given by the our college for submitting that fees and start that trimesters.
Mm-hmm.
So the entire fees is of 3,49,000,
Okay.
uh, in which 50,000 is the admission fees,
Mm-hmm.
and the remaining 2,99,000 rupees
Mm-hmm.
is comprises of equivalent to 299 credits
Okay.
that got distributed while choosing our subjects. So it is like, so after paying 50,000 of admission fees,
Mm-hmm.
we are remained to pay the 2,99,000 rupees during entire year of course, and trimester wise we just pay the fees.
Okay. So, do you guys have any scholarships or fee waivers?
So yeah, it is mentioned about the scholarships for those students who are economically weaker and who are exceptionally good. For them, they have the scholarship. So regarding the fees, they have the scholarships.
Okay. So, okay, a personal question. So, how did
Okay.
this program help you grow professionally and personally?
So I do. This is initially I started. So it is my first trimester. It is my second trimester, and the last month I completed with the my first trimester. So yeah, it is giving me a lot of flexibility in exploring lot of things. Like we just doing this podcast and flexibility in time so that I can explore more things regarding my interest of things. So yeah, this is how I'm I'm seeing myself as growing after taking this course.
Okay, so apart from going, what is the biggest challenge according to you that you face being an online BSc student?
So being an online BSc student, the biggest challenge I would say is the lack of social interaction. So that is the biggest challenge I would say.
So this is like I can relate to it completely as I'm doing my degree standalone, and
Okay,
like you said, the lack of social interaction. This is a very good thing until and unless you are, expressing yourself a lot. Just like me, I like to make a lot of friends. So I'm, not that much socially awkward and alone, but I can relate to it. Like I was back in my first year, the foundation days. I was
okay,
completely alone. I didn't know anyone from the program. It was just
okay.
like, fighting alone in a dark room. You cannot see anything. You are just fighting with yourself.
Yeah, yeah, relatable.
Yes. So, okay. So this was the challenge. So, what is one thing that, you think, according to you, is most rewarding about this program?
So the most rewarding things I still yet to be uh, discovered. Uh, what is would be the most rewarding things? But yeah, the flexibility that this course provides you, uh, that it does not have like traditional tech degrees, the time constraints that you stay in. Uh, it is one of the biggest reward I would say for those lots of students who wanted to pursue things that of their own interest, but due to that time constraint, they just lost in that curriculum of doing things and getting. So that is one of the biggest reward that this course provides you.
Yes, the flexibility is actually the thing that inspires each and everyone. Like you mentioned, the people who are, not able to pursue any degree due to, just lack in time, they can
Okay.
get
Yeah.
back to track or do whatever they like by, these flexible degrees.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
according to you, what is something like some aspect of this IIT Guwahati BS degree that can be improved or that needs improvement?
So the improvement side, I would say the curriculum is good, updated curriculum. The curriculum is like which is required for this cutting edge technology world. But for the specifically about the technical platforms that they uses to taught us it, if they do more things to make it more collaborative, that would be an good things regarding our program.
Oh,
So making it more collaborative, and so that we can just collaborate a lot socially. So that would be the improvement part of this.
okay. So, suppose a student has some doubt in some of the lecture or something, some assignment. So, how do they contact the instructors? Like, is there any specified, platform where you can post your doubts? Like, if I talk about the BS students of IIT Madras degree, so we have
Okay.
our discourse where we post our doubts, and where the instructors or the TAs, they answer us the doubts basically. So how are your doubts managed?
So doubt related to the subjects or or what? Which types of doubt?
uh, any doubt. Suppose I have a doubt in, suppose, lecture number 3 of week 1. So how
Okay.
will I contact the instructor or someone that can answer my doubt?
So the study related doubts specific to the subjects is like we have the Q&A sessions as I mentioned.
Mhm.
So in that Q&A session, we just ask all our doubts related to that subject, specific subjects. Apart from that, we have also lot of doubts regarding how we interact, regarding the platforms, regarding our grades,
Mhm.
regarding the assignments, okay, and these types of apart from the study. So we have for those kind of doubts, the IT Guwahati has made a dedicated discussion forums where we just put our queries related to that. From that onwards, we just get our queries resolved, and we are given with a lots of email IDs for that specific types of doubt, technical doubts, admission process doubts, graded doubts, professor's email ID. So we are also given with those kind of email IDs where we just mail from our sites and
Okay.
related to our doubts, and they just resolved our doubts.
Okay, so what is one piece of advice that, being a senior, you would like to give to someone who is considering to enroll in this IIT Guwahati BS degree?
So currently I'm not senior yet, but I would say enroll into this degree, but make sure that you clear in yourself before taking this degree that if you are kind of person who likes being social, so that would not be like that. So before taking this degree, I would say uh, be clear in yourself that this is the degree and this is how it is. You types of creator and a lot of creator have put it a lot of things related to this, so they can get idea from that, and they just mm, make the mind regarding this, and they can be clear that this is how the program is, and this is my personality, and this is how I would do this degree, and not so much of like expectation.
Hmm. Got it. Like, one has to lower their expectation and prepare their mind before joining the degree, that it would be rather socially not very interactive, and
Yeah,
you can be tired as well sometimes.
yeah,
So, Kit, when you were talking about the qualifier, so you said there is basic math of class 11th and 12th. So
yeah.
apart from that, like, what is something extra that students need to, have, that will give them an extra edge or a benefit over other students of the qualifier?
So in that qualifier test, you if you are good with the whatever you just learned in your previous classes, that is basically mainly of 11th and 12th grades. If you are have a strong hold on those topics, So that is the main thing for qualifying that tastes, and this is what I would say. So if your foundation is good of
Hmm.
11th and 12th grade maths,
Hmm.
and the subjects they later provide with the materials for that qualified test. So this is our these all sorts of things are mandatory as well as sufficient to just get into and get selected in that qualified tests.
Okay, so suppose I am a student from class 12th, but
Okay.
I am a student of arts. I haven't
Okay.
seen like class 11th and 12th math. So if I enroll this degree in this degree for the qualifier and I only see the lectures and the content provided for the 4 weeks of the qualifier. So
Okay.
do you think I will be, managing to uh, clear the qualifiers with a good, like good point or good grade?
So I don't have much idea from that point of view. I am basically I'm a PCM student,
Okay.
uh, but those type of things I don't have much idea from their sides what how they are, how they just prepare. But yeah, there are students who are from different backgrounds, but they just manage to clear the qualified tests. So if so, it's at the end of the day, it's about putting the efforts and
Mhm.
uh, and
So is there anything special about the program that makes it unique from other online degrees that you'd like to highlight?
okay. So like IIT Madras program, this is inspired by that program and mainly based structure based on that program. So it's a kind of you can say it's not totally offline. We have the campus immersion programs, but it is not offline totally. Uh, it is not online totally. It is mixed of both things. Like there are some uh, courses like which we call distance studies. It is not of like distance study where you are not interacting with anything. You are just given with the materials. You just prepare and give your tests and exams. It is a mixed kind of both the things. Like you are just doing all things online. You are interacting with your peers, colleagues, and you are also visiting the campus during the when they invites you. So it is a mixed kind of both things. So that is the main thing about this course.
Okay, so Ankit, after you are done with this degree, what are your future plans? What are you planning to? Where do you see basically yourself after completing the degree?
So my mm ultimate goal is I would say something doing in the tech world. So that's the reason I choose this. And from the beginning, I'm clear. So what I have to do. So I wanted to be in a tech field, uh, and this course suits me into that. And I'm learning a lot from this and heading towards making my career into the tech world.
Okay, so I would like to ask you, do you have any regrets like I should not have joined this degree or something like that in your mind?
So no, I don't have such type of regret because from the beginning I was clear that I don't wanted to go into traditional tech degrees,
Okay.
and the clarity is, I would say, is the biggest reason for not being regretful after taking this degree. So I was expecting this all, and the IT Guwahati is providing more than what I expected, and so I don't have any type of regret uh, regarding this.
Good to hear that. So, Any final words to the students or someone who is watching this podcast right now?
So I would say for them, uh, if you, as I mentioned earlier also, so be clear in yourself that you wanted to do that degree. If you are passionate about making things into the tech, so then you are all set to join this degree. If you are just doing this degree for the sake of IIT Guwahati's tag, so that thing I would not suggest anyone to just get influence about from the college and the tag. So don't uh, assume and don't take decisions based on that. Uh, and if there is in the today's world, there is also a hype in the AI and lots of things. If you are not a techie type of person, or you are just taking it as a escape, there are lots of students who are taking this as a escape. So don't do this, and be clear in yourself that I'm doing this for this reason, and this is my ultimate goal. uh, and this program is relating to that goal, and this is helping to get me there. So based on that, take your decisions, and that's all I would say.
So, Ankit, a question or a topic that is rigorously, discussed over the internet for past few months. What do you
Okay.
think? According to you, can AI take over the people's job in future completely?
Uh, Not completely, I would say. There is a lot of time to be totally for the AI to get into the R's life, but it has started and it is growing exponentially. So at every stage, I would not say the AI has reached right now. It is reaching. So a lot of things that is official, that is technically doable, the AI is replacing those type of thing, and a lot of creative things that AI is replacing. But the hardcore things that related to the extensive labor things, and that architecture things, and things that is related to not related to the tech. Okay, so AI being techie, it is replacing the techie first. So that's what AI is doing currently doing right now. Uh, there is a lot of time. There is a, I would say, as the big tech people said this, कि, 10 years, 20 years down the line, the AI will go dig deep into the Earth's life, just like the robots will come, the pre-programmed robots will come. They would do our manual works. So yeah, this is how
Thank
currently
you.
looking.
Thank you so much, Ankit, for your discussion, for your time. And I
Sure.
would, conclude this podcast on this very good note. And thank you
Okay,
so
Anji.
much for, taking out time for, having this meet and discussing with me and giving the audience a new perspective about the degree.
Okay, pleasure, Anji. Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.